That was neat.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. Um, this is Cemetery Files. I'm Jay Hill. It's
I'm
Kelly
Kelly
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are hanging
At
out
least last
together
I
on Sunday.
checked.
Huh?
At least
You
last I
checked.
checked, I was. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, this is a special Cemetery Files edition of fundraising that we're doing for the documentary slash pilot with actor Chris Todd, who just
Guess who
arrived.
just arrived? Ready?
Right.
What's
Go ahead.
up?
What's
What
up?
up? What up?
I was just introducing everybody and came to your name, and I said, and Chris Todd is here, and we want to welcome Chris Todd. He's going to be a big part of this project that we're working on currently. That was what we're doing, the campaign for funding for it, because it's going to be a little spendy, but that's okay. You know, as long as we have somebody that's interested in funding or helping to fund our project, that's all what it's about. You know, coming together and having, paranormal people and investors come in and just say, hey, I think this should happen. So, that's what we're doing here.
Woohoo!
So how have you been, Chris?
I've been good, man. Staying busy.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's
busier,
cool.
busier than what I want sometimes.
Right.
God.
Now,
Yeah.
aren't you working on a film right now?
I am. I'm working on 3 actually right now.
Wow.
I'm working on one called Henry, which we're starting production next month, and another one, The Treacherous Border, which we've already filmed the trailer for that. That should be coming in a couple of weeks. That starts production in January, and then 2 more after that, which I can't.
Right. You can't announce that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, man, staying busy. I've been blessed here lately.
Right. Yeah, one of the biggest things with even with acting and even in getting into the paranormal and making documentaries and stuff, and you keep yourself busy, but it's also, time consuming. But if you love what you do, it's time is irrelevant.
I absolutely. It's not even so much that I love what I do. It's just, it's me. It's what I do. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, it becomes integrated in who you are, and then it's just who you are, and I just absolutely love it. It's therapy.
Yep.
It really is when you're acting. Become somebody else for X amount of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hard part about I hate the word acting. Right. What I do when I'm given a role, I'll research, or I'll try to think what he was before, what he's going to be after, and then take all of that and put it into the here and now. And then I'm becoming that role, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? That way,
That makes sense.
Yeah, if and when you ad lib, and you should throw your own little flair in there. As long as you're on track.
Right.
It becomes so messing up really isn't a factor, because it's you. You are that person.
Right.
So
yeah.
Go lay down.
This has been a long week for me, and with Kelly just got off.
Don't even look at me. Don't even talk to me about that.
Yeah,
I got a paranormal hangover.
Yeah.
What happened?
I had a private home that I was doing an investigation of last night, and we went till midnight, but I mean, it was just intense. So a lot of energy put out, and just tired, exhausted. And then I went to bed at 3 and woke up at 6 and was up for about 2 hours.
Wow.
So that just, tonight I'm just going to crash.
You ever heard of Yorktown Hospital?
Who?
The Yorktown Hospital. Have you ever heard of that?
I think so.
Yorktown, Texas. Ghost Adventures went there a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And a plethora of other teams. But I went there a couple of years ago. I spent 4 nights there, 4 nights in a row.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be insane. That's the most I've ever been in my life. Crazy.
Really? So tell everybody about your experience with that then. What was the scary moment?
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna say I was scared because I was. I don't care. I don't get. I'm not gonna play the man card. Like, I wasn't scared. I was legit scared.
Right.
So there's one time when I'm walking through a hallway, right? And you have to picture this place in your mind's eye. It's like it was in operation a week ago. They left everything. There's gurneys, there's wheelchairs, there's even medical records all over the floor. Wow. It's all dilapidated. You know, it looks like a scene out of a Freddy Krueger movie. It's crazy. So I'm walking through there and I've got my flashlight, and of course I'm on FaceTime Live, right? Mm-hmm. I had to be because Anyway, so I'm walking through there and I'm talking, you know, going through the whole spiel, and a trash can. Let me back up. This hallway is probably 7 feet wide. Mm-hmm. A trash can on the far side flies across the hallway, hits me in my leg, and my light goes out at the same time.
Ooh.
So yeah, Facebook Live, I turned into like a Girl Scout that quick. You know, like I said, I don't get scared. I don't get shaken up. That got me. So I'm not through yet. So I make it to the front door. I get outside. The door closes behind me. I'm standing on the steps. I'm like, what? No, I walk to the bottom of the steps. And I'm just thinking in my head, what the hell just happened? What, you know, I'm trying to process, you know? And while I'm doing that, I'm looking up at the door, and it sounded like somebody had on steel toe boots. Yeah. Kicked the inside of the door. Boom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other side of the road.
Yep.
But yeah, let me go process over here a little farther. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, that stuff. It's really interesting when the spirits decide that they want to put out energy to make an appearance. It's just crazy.
And I never run from it. I mean, that's why you're there, right? That's the whole point.
Right.
Well, the one guy that ran from the paranormal still trying to get back in.
I went back in later that night just to save some face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Go ahead.
No.
Come on.
How did you?
Oh, well, I was watching the original Ghost Hunters the other night, and got to the episode where one of their team members saw a full-bodied apparition and ran. Right. It's like, really, dude? Really?
Yeah.
One of my team members then told me last night, they didn't tell me this before, but the first investigation I took them to, he turned around and there was a full-bodied apparition within 6 inches of him. And he's like, I'm like, dude, you didn't even scream. He says, no. And I'm like, now I know why you're my tech manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's crazy.
So, Chris, you've been into the paranormal for a long time too, right? I mean, this isn't something new to you.
No.
Now you live in Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I know you got some good Texas ghost stories that you've experienced.
So let me back up a little bit and let you give you a little insight as to why I love this, right? Why I need to do this.
Right.
And I don't mean to bring you down with this.
No.
Oh, I'm already down. Keep going.
So 27 years ago, I lost my 3-year-old son in a
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tragic accident, right?
Yeah.
I guess my want/need to do this is to just dig for answers. Right. You know, I know. This is another reason why I never want to run from anything. If I do see something, if I run into activity, with the exception of Yorktown, we're going to forget I ever said that. Right? I have to have.
There are places.
Yeah. Well, I have to have. That's like my niche, by the way. I'm not scared of it. I'll run right to it every time. Right. With the exception of Yorktown, whatever.
Right.
So I have to have that answer. I have to know that my son is somewhere else rather than just nowhere. Right. And I don't care. You can have 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people tell you, oh, he's in a better place. You know, this exists So, he's good. That's not, no.
Right.
I need more than that. Right.
Right.
And maybe that's blasphemous for me to say that, but it's a fact. And that's one reason is I just have to have that confirmation.
Right. No,
Right.
it's also a healing aspect.
Right.
And so, and that's perfectly natural. Yeah. Everybody that has a loved one who's passed, they want to know that they're in the best place possible. They're not suffering anymore. They're not doing this, right? You know what I mean? So for you to say, that's a validation that is going to help heal your soul, then let's do it. Let's find out that information together. Let's do this. Let's put this project together and see where it leads us. And I think that it's going to lead us to some crazy places. I really do. But along the line, I kind of have this feeling too that you're going to get more validation or information than you probably bargained for.
I'm ready.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of like opening up that door and saying, okay, let's learn, let's see, and let's, observe, and let's try this out, and do it this way or do it this way, and experience those things in the paranormal spectrum. I think because of, there's a reason why me and you kind of connected and became friends. And so I think there's something to that, what the proof is in the pudding, aspect. And I think that this is part of what you need. And now we talked about this a year ago, and it just didn't quite seem the right time. But then when we kind of reconnected, then something said to me, it's the right time.
Yeah.
And
you're 100% right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So having people to, donate for this campaign, and to get the funds, to get the, the directors and the cameramen and, the lighting and all that stuff, everything.
I want the best boys myself.
Well, don't
I
you always?
Still don't know what well, yeah, true, but I have no idea what they do.
What does the best boy do?
I want to see what a best boy does.
I'm lost.
The best boy on the crew. There's this line in the credits called the best boy.
Or you have other roles that other people play for, like camera and the grip man and all that stuff. I've never heard of a best boy.
It's best boy. I think is it best. Let me go. Okay, let me go.
Okay, so now, she's talking foreign, so she has to go clear it up. But right. So
best could be the best grip. I don't know.
My whole the reason I just gave you for me wanting to do this, right?
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to just keep.
All right, I got it. It is best boy. It is best boy.
What is it?
In short, the best boy acts as the foreman for the department.
Okay.
It's kind of a PA, like a production assistant.
Yeah, probably.
No, it's in film crews, there's two kinds of best boy electric and best boy grip. See, there is a best boy grip.
Oh, okay. 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 Sorry, Chris. What were you saying?
No. Yeah.
One of my tangents.
I don't want to come across, anyone that's willing to take a chance and donate for this cause, right? I don't want to come across like it's just for selfish reasons. Like this is
right.
I want
right
for the world,
yes.
I'm not naive. I know I'm not the only one that's experienced, what through, and I'm not saying what I went through is worse than anybody else's. But by doing this will bring closure for not only myself, but
maybe to somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many untold stories out there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what me and Kelly try to do. We try to get those, untold stories of the deceased and untold stories of, that's why I chose the Wild West, the Old West, because of the fact that there was such a violent time, and it was there's so many different spirits that have so much unfinished business. I've had dreams of frontier men come to me in my dreams and say, "Can you help me?"
Wow.
I mean, and I was standing in a brothel in my dream in the Old West.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I wasn't in the brothel, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm hot.
I'm pretty sure that was one of my previous jobs. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, I have, I've got other friends in the paranormal field that that share that same interest in the Old West, and Kelly does too. And
I've been passionate about the Old West since
with you
72.
and with you playing some roles as somebody in the Old West, I know that you have that mentality to experience that.
Yeah.
And and not to get into too many details, but this is something that is basically exploring the history aspect of, and this time period of the Old West, of the violent, pioneer bloodshed, and when violence was rampant and this and that, and where there's a lot of spirits in these locations, like we talked about, Deadwood or Tombstone, and
right.
there's spirits there that not only do need help, either they can cross over or whatnot, but there's also stories that are untold about things that people want their story told. They may not be totally haunting this place in an evil way, but they just want somebody to hear them.
Right.
I want to be the one person that's listening.
When they say this place has been haunted for 200 years by this ghost, well, who is he?
Right.
Where did he come?
Right.
Is he? What's the story?
Who was it? Yeah. Who is it?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But having you in that period clothing and have you actually do that, you're not just a trigger object, because I've seen that done before. I've seen other shows that they play dress up and all this other stuff. You're going to take that to a different level, and that's why we are just vibing with this, because of the fact that it's going to be something that people are going to be like, I never thought of that.
Right.
I'd never expected that. And so that's why, we're trying to come up with the funds to be able to do this, because we want to do it the right way. We don't want to put some, I guess Matthew McConaughey said best. His father told him when he wanted to be an actor, his father said to him, don't half-ass it. Right. And I don't,
Yeah. And you don't want to little side, being dressed in the period clothing and being that all that integrated in that area, wherever we're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether going wherever, just being dressed that way and becoming part of it here, that just by proxy is going to raise questions that otherwise wouldn't have been asked.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know exactly. You're in that mindset and you're putting out that frequency.
Right.
You're playing that role, and you're playing that part where I am going to immerse myself in this part.
Right.
And that energy is going to come off that same way.
Right.
When spirits are there, they're going to say, hey, he's kind of like us.
Right.
And so, so
why is he solid and we're not?
Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's so many different avenues that you could take with this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, not to get into the total details of it, but I mean, that's the premises. But once we get the funding for this and we're able to put all this together,
right,
and to go onto location, we will be more than happy to give anybody that supported us or anybody that's interested in this project. We will give you behind the scenes sneak peeks of what we're doing. You know what I mean?
That's not going to be exciting about me sitting in a library going over county records.
Actually,
let's go watch Kelly today.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Just sitting there studying.
That's going to be
what's that? What's that, Chris?
No, I'm saying I think no disrespect. I just think you're wrong about that, because I mean the history of it. That's that's almost more important than the actual investigation.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to watch me go do it. It's so boring to watch.
It's not. But that's the whole thing of when you find something saying, okay, I got to take this to the guys. I got to, you know what I mean? Yeah. And to have that sit down moment and be like, holy crap, don't sell yourself short there, young lady.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that Civil War soldier. I couldn't wait to tell you about that one.
See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to bring with having that information and then coming, to us or whatever with that information, seeing that excitement in the face, that's going to convey to the audience. That's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And plus the fact
I get to be the history geek.
Right. Well, and plus the fact that she's gifted just as like I am. You know what I mean? She has gifts. She doesn't announce it, but she does.
I know.
You know. So yeah, but
you know, I was going to say, not to cut you off, man.
No, that's fine.
Not only can we offer,
I do it all the time to him. So
not only can we offer behind the scenes shots, but we can invite investors out to the set. They could be, that's, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, they could be extras.
Yeah.
Oh
we could dress them up and everything.
And I thought about that. And I thought about that too.
That'd be fun.
You know, I thought about, you know, creating that element where like you're in a, I'll give you a little sneak peek where you're in a saloon and it's all ruckus and active and you're in there, Chris, and the whole thing, music's playing and there's extras everywhere. And it's like a movie scene, but the intensity. And then when it stops and then everybody just leaves and then we kind of go back in with you still in there sitting by yourself.
Right.
What's going to happen? You know what I mean? What is going to, you know what I mean? So that part of it, it's kind of like a leading up to something really cool, you know?
And let's not call them, I don't mean to sound like a prick, man, when I say this, but let's not call them extras because then it's like we're actors.
Oh, okay.
They're guests.
Right. They're guests.
That's a good idea. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's another thing. If we go somewhere, and I'm sure you'll agree with me on this, both of you will. If there's no activity, well then there's no activity. There's
no activity there. You can't dig it up.
Yeah. Right. I don't want to stage anything. I don't.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No staging.
No, there's no. I will walk off set if there's staging. I will walk off set if there's anything that's false.
Awesome.
If there's any blowing up of the information into something that is more
than it is
audience friendly or whatever, that I will walk off. I have very hard and fast integrity rules.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And we're all the same.
Yeah, we're all on the same page with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I did want to mention too that, and when we talked a little bit about, you know, we're kind of stuck with the Wild West right now because that's where we want to start.
Right.
But continuing on after that, I think that going to like the battlefields of Gettysburg.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I really want to do.
You know what I mean? I was watching a video yesterday, of a friend of ours who was with a paranormal team, and she posted it on TikTok, and it was early morning. She was like just filming a sunrise on a battlefield for Gettysburg, and she heard drums.
Yeah.
And she heard somebody playing Yankee Doodle Dandy or Daddy Aunt Dandy or whatever on a flute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
piccolo.
Yeah. And that constantly, and it came in, and this is where my theory of what these, remember when we talked about frequencies and waves? This is where the sound waves would come, the waves of energy. She would hit her phone and it would get louder and then it would get quieter. But it was not a constant rhythm. It was just every now and then she would get these waves. That is what frequency does. The sound will carry from the residual energy on this frequency, and that's why people hear stuff. And most of that's all residual anyways, because it's just an imprint with all this emotion, you know. But that would be when we get to that point of doing this, having you as a captain in either or side, because I think you could play both.
We're gonna have to be careful on those because this men in uniform, hoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Played a Colonel Montgomery Blair for the Union Army for a movie I was in 4 or 5 months ago, and I still have that uniform.
Really?
So
the reenactments are just I love going to reenactments. They're just so interesting.
My dad does that. My dad does the reenactments.
Well, there's stories about reenactments that they do overnight reenactments where it's like a couple of days long and the guys stay in uniform throughout the entire period that they're on site.
Right.
And there are stories of reenactors sitting down at a campfire at night, chatting along, and up comes somebody that walks in and sits down with them and starts chatting, gives them actual real ammunition. And it turns out that the ammunition is from the Civil War, and that person cannot be found.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's an
I've heard
actual
that.
full-bodied apparition that walks
Yep.
up and is
That
talking and giving
interacts.
things
Yep.
out, and
Yep. Yep.
there are stories of that.
Oh yeah.
What?
I got another one. They were reenacting in the evening or something, a battle or something, and there were men, Confederacy men, that were filing an order, and two men came out of the woods and they got in line because they're not saying anything. They're just walking, marching, and so they made room for these two gentlemen.
Yep.
And as soon as they got out of the clearing, the two guys that were right next to them looked, and there's this big empty hole there.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing
Wow.
there.
Yeah. So the whole theory of using you as a trigger to attract the spirits is just, there's evidence that it could work.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so that's why I said that, having Chris play that role as better than a trigger object, because of the fact that once he gets in there, man, I think that you're going to see some crazy shit. I really do. Especially in Gettysburg. I think that you're going to, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I think anywhere you're going to be able to see crazy shit. There's spirits
Do you
all over
have
the
that
place.
frequency, Chris, that when you portray your I've seen your reels, your test reels that you do on Facebook, which are great, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they are filled with raw, real emotion, because you're putting that into your acting. That is an emotional frequency that you can put off.
That's actually a huge compliment. So thank you very much.
Yeah. So having other TV shows that do, quote, trigger objects, where they have, like in the Old West, where they have some women dance or dress in brothel outfits, and they don't know what they're doing. They're just there, and they're just trying to.
Well,
there's no emotional factor to it.
Well, then they're also bringing modern energy to it. They're not taking themselves back to what that era was, where they're not smelling good. They're smelling good because of some cologne that they made somewhere along the line. I mean, in the 1800s, they used Florida water as a cologne. Florida water stinks, in my opinion.
Right.
You know what?
Damn, that stuff smells.
Insight as to how they smelled, if the water smelled better than them.
Yeah. And they drank liquor because it was better than drinking water.
Yeah.
The water will kill you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's just people don't understand how weird it was back then. How different it is from what we do now.
Right. Yeah. So in actuality, taking that to the next step, I mean, it's going to be, there's going to be smells, and there's going to be sounds and all that stuff that we're going to have to kind of produce, because I mean, seriously, we're going to have to, you know what I mean?
You're going to make me can Diamond's farts, aren't you? Let the first bomb off.
I'll always have something to blame it on now.
Right. Diamond did it.
Right. Yeah.
Diamond did it.
So for the people that are just tuning in, or who are going to be listening this on audio file soon, if you know some people that are interested in this project, or if you want some more information, you can contact me at spiritualrealms0101@gmail.com. And, you could send me an email for that. I'll have the email in my link, and you can, what?
Denise just became my best friend.
Why?
All over this place.
She has Fort Duffield in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we want to do a test, I bet we could do it out at Fort Duffield.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, if we can raise the funds for this, We don't have to.
Ernie's on too.
We don't have to do a one and done. I mean, we could do another test. We could do another one at Delafield. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
This is Ernie. This is Denise's husband.
Spirit activities. 200 years after death.
Yeah. Duffield is really crazy. It is a crazy place. It's on my list that I want to bring up at the team meeting for going out to. So, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Hey, Ernie, are you going to be on the show tomorrow?
Is Ernie on the show tomorrow?
Ernie's supposed to be on the show, but I don't know if he said he was working on getting his work hours are rearranged for me, but I don't know if he was successful or not.
Okay.
He is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah. All right. I'll stick that up.
Yeah. So you'll have to make a poster then.
I have it. It's already done.
Oh, okay.
I just have to change the date.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So continue on with this conversation. Like I said before, people that are listening to this and want to actually contribute, I'll have links in the bio for Facebook and Instagram. You can follow me on Studio 6 Productions or Studio 6 Paranormal Productions. Yeah, it'll be kind of everywhere. I'll have it up here, and then when I upload it onto audio, I'll put the links on there as well. So if anybody that is truly interested in this project and likes what we're talking about, please, by all means, we've had a couple donations already. We've had one good sized donation on Wednesday.
Did we really?
Yeah, from Mary Dallas. Mary Dallas, who's another actress.
Wow. I'll have to go look.
Yeah, she was really cool, and she said, "I hope you guys reach your goal," and so do we. We really are.
Thank you to her.
We're really pressing on this, and
and just to not to cut you off, brother, but just everybody, just to say it again, you can't say it enough. This isn't. Let me back up. There's hundreds and thousands of teams out there, right? And I'm not anything they do. I'm sure they're legit stand-up teams, but this is going to be different.
Right. This is going to be different.
Different. Those aren't just words because we're gonna show, right? Mm-hmm. Everything is 100% legit, right? We might even bring a little comedy twist with it. Whatever, that's fine. You might see me screaming. Who knows?
Right. Right.
Where are we planning on filming? Denise is asking where we're planning on filming.
I think we wanted to try to do Tombstone first.
Are we doing Tombstone first? Okay.
I would like to.
All right.
Josh Hughes, the gentleman that chimed in the very first of the chats here, he's going to be a part of helping with a list of, Josh Hughes. So, he's going to work on a kind of a plan of attack with locations and stuff like that. So, and other things that he's got in mind. He just had a baby. I want to, his wife just had a baby, so I want to congratulate him and his wife. And
he was busy in February.
Very cool.
So
very cool.
Yeah. So he said that he was going to reach out to me when he was ready, and I told him that I'll be here. So yeah. So I can't bring it home enough that this is going to be something that's very original.
Brian just joined. Brian Lafferty.
Oh, there's Brian Lafferty. Nice.
Brian. So thinking about the bird cage.
Yeah. Yep.
The bird cage. I've been to Tombstone, so I think the bird cage would be a great place to do.
Now, I wonder if we could get into one of this.
I was just gonna say Big Nose Kate's. Yeah, that would be a fun place to get into. Yeah.
Right.
But it would be, and I would like to do places that aren't so overdone.
Right. I think the initial of what we're doing, it's kind of like, I would like to go through that known place and then kind of break it down to where we can go to notable places like Delafield or Dufflin, whatever that. Duffield.
But you know what?
Fort Duffield.
Just to throw a twist, though, even if we go to these places that are well known, or a lot of people have gone there, we're bringing a new twist. So we're opening a brand new door.
Right. Oh yeah. No, you get a point.
Yeah. These old places that people do all the time, we're bringing something brand new. So
It's going to be interesting to meld all of it together and make do the history all together with the acting and with the seeing what spirits we get and trying to match everything up to history and
it's going to be.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome, and I think that
I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
I know it just sitting around and planning this and getting together and planning it, and what avenue we want to take, and I think a lot of it's going to come after the funding, because of the fact that once we have that funding available, then we're able to kind of tap a few people that you and I may know, a director or somebody that doesn't want their own stake into it, but wants to help out. You know what I mean? And get paid to do it.
We might want to talk to Denise and Ernie.
Yeah.
Check out the chat when you have a chance. I'll show you.
I guess it's locked for me. I can't see it. We could possibly.
Yeah, I think you're right in as a guest.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. And they live in, I think it's one of the most haunted houses in the area out there. So that might be something that they're actually they're selling tickets for a raffle to have dinner and spend the night out at their place.
Is this a Confederate?
Wow. Yeah, it's Confederate. It's Confederate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, without just obvious, I'd like to hear the stories that went on there too, the history.
Right, right. And there's been a couple people that have had some great stories there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a brand new location. It just opened up last year. So it's still not well known. It still has its little secrets, and so I can't wait to get out there.
Is there new? It's just opened up. Is there new construction that's happened, or
no? It's just opened up where Ernie and Denise now have. They now govern it, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah.
And so
we were a Civil War hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Hospital and Civil War together. Let's watch you go screaming out of that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So maybe we should take our eyes off a Tombstone and kind of.
We might want to. Do it Fort Duffield and then out to Tombstone. I don't know. It just depends. We got to talk about it. Yeah. We got to talk. I would love to stick close to home, but that's
right.
Well, they're both just me. I'm in Houston. Both.
Yeah. But Arizona, are we going in the winter when it's not so flipping fucking hot?
Yeah. It's hot as freaking.
Actually, it's a dry heat. I can deal with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So continuing on with the fundraising, like I said, anybody that likes what we're talking about and wants to be a part of it, donations to this campaign and fundraiser, credits will be given to donors if you so request. I have no problem doing that.
Funding provided by.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have no problem naming.
Oh, there's going to be thank yous. Believe me, there's going to be.
Oh, there's going to be, yeah.
Whatever. When you said you made that comment about the soldiers in line, right?
Yeah.
March, and you look back, they're with you 1 minute, then you look back and they're gone.
Right.
Yeah.
I had something like that happen with my ex-wife. Like when I first saw her, she's like this beautiful woman, right?
Right.
Did she leave with your money?
No, now when I look back, crazy how it just happened. It's just I'm sorry. Moving on.
No, that's fine. There's so many stories like that. It's
Right.
I am so angry at my own species and my own sex. It's like, really, y'all can't just be logical and never mind. I'm going off on my soapbox.
No. Our life, for lack of better words, the drama that we have within our own lives, right?
Yeah.
Doing the research and finding out the drama that went on wherever we go, those locations, like that, little stupid
Oh,
stuff.
it's the stupid. Yeah, it's like so and so said such and such, and they went off and did such and yeah. There's so many. Yeah, we found that out at Virginia City when I was doing the research out there. There was also Eureka, Nevada, that one of the locations hired me to research out why they had the same spirit in multiple locations that shouldn't have been there. And come to find out, at one point, he owned all of them and thought that they were all his and he could do whatever he wanted there. And yeah, it was a big hush hush. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
So that's part of the reasons why we want to do this, because the fact that with you doing that research, a lot of people really probably don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that this man owned the whole. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's things like that. And you talk about the drama, it's like
the drama,
the little drama that caused gunfights or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, so it's like it's stories like that people want to know the history. They want to know how it happened, why it happened, and who did it.
Right. It'd be really cool to put you into character for one of the people on the drama and then redo the drama and see what happens.
I thought about that too.
That'd be cool.
You know what? And being in front of the camera, that's of course, right. But you are going to be the meat and potatoes of all of it. Doing research, that is so vital to every spot we go.
Get pampered? Are y'all gonna pamper me? I take bourbon. Thank you.
Jeez.
Let's see. Oh, see, I could go out and I could be Melvina. See, Denise, she's full of information. I love
Malvina Young took care of soldiers. That would be a good role for you.
That would be a good role for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, it's stories like that knowing people on the paranormal side, that have these stories.
Love the history too.
Right. And I think that is the biggest thing.
Was that hospital ever, so it started out Confederate. Was it ever overturned? Did the Union ever? Because that would
I don't know. Denise, was it ever flipped?
I know.
We'll see it. I'll watch the chat and make sure. I'll even put my glasses on so I can see it come through. I just see fuzz when I don't have my glasses on. So
yeah.
Yeah, but where we got the funding? Where's the funding? Where did we go? Where you got that place?
We were also a brothel, she said.
I didn't work there. I worked in Virginia City.
In a restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, where's the what's the link to donate?
I have it up here. I have the QR code is up here on the corner. And then
you're at GoFundMe, right? You went to another funding.
Yeah, I have two bigger campaigns.
Railroad ticket. Oh, I love Railroad.
Right. So I have two bigger campaigns. One's 50, one's 75, and then the other one is essential. Just startup 8. That's on GoFundMe. So I'm not putting up.
So we're looking for $125,000.
Basically, yeah.
Great.
So
I don't have any rich relatives.
I know, right?
I mean, a lot, but it's not like
right.
And I don't have that much equity in my house.
Right. So in the big scheme of things, when somebody wants to see this, and then somebody else say, "Hey, we want to pay you to continue to do this because of the fact that we think this is an original idea, and this, people like this."
Right.
That's what we're going for. It's not. Now, I just want to be clear. It's not. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be on TV as, superstar. I'm not trying. I just want to be able to.
It's a medium to tell
participate
the story.
in that. I want to be able to participate in the history aspect, the spiritual side of the aspect, and try something new, so that people can appreciate and look at things maybe in a little different light. In the paranormal.
It's going to be really interesting to do the research. I know you got the finger going like this, and I know, hold that thought for a second. But it's going to be interesting to get all 3 of our elements together. You doing the portrayals, Jay hooking into the spirits that are going to be present, and then me with the history behind it. That's going to be a triad that is going to be. It's never been done before.
Right. What I was going to say was, I hope that people understand that, you know, I'm an actor, but I'm not coming to this project as an actor. You know, my reasons for one, and I hope that, I hope I'm conveying that properly, because I'm not coming in to act and to stage anything. That's not
right. No, you have personal reasons of why that validation for doing this project is going to help you heal, help you grow, and help you become better than what you were. Am I correct?
You're 100%. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for me, this project hits on two levels. It hits on my personal level of how I love history, and my other passion for the paranormal. They go hand in hand.
Right. And
I never wanted to be
everybody.
Yeah. And I never wanted to be on television. I'm not. Nope. I'll be behind the cameras. Thank you very much.
Me too. I hate the camera. I look all right.
Yeah.
I grew up in front of the camera. I don't like cameras, so I'd rather be behind. I did one play on stage. I was a character in Midsummer Night's Dream, and that was it. Nope, not doing that again. Yeah. Nope, done.
Well, she didn't think that she was going to be doing a podcast either, but look where she's at now.
Now I'm doing like what, 2 of them now?
Right.
I've been in 23 movies.
Wow.
23 movies. Holy shit.
So far.
Man, that's
Congrats,
a lot.
Man.
I absolutely love it. I just, once you do it, your blood, and just, oh my God, man. Yeah. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah. My grandmother was into the theater. She enjoyed being on theater, on stage. She enjoyed all of that. I'd rather write. I've written plays for children and had them performed. And the first time one of my plays got performed, I was in the back row with the producer, just crying my eyes out.
Really?
It was just weird hearing my words coming out of somebody else's mouth.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I wrote a called Simon, and we're filming that late February or early March. And I thought the same thing. It's like, man, this is going to be insane. I wrote that, and they're playing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You've heard of Ben Johnson, right? The actor?
Mm-hmm.
That's my uncle. I don't know if
okay. All right. That works then.
Yeah. You were talking about, I don't know about that, but you said something that made me.
No, my grandmother being on stage.
Oh, there you go.
She flipping loved it. But she was an attention whore anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's so nice to talk about your grandmother that way.
Well, she would have loved it. She really would have loved it. She just she was a weird person. I love her to death, but
so we're at I'm sorry, I'll keep cutting you off. We're at in Kentucky. Is that location at? Is it Kentucky?
What happened to your sound, lady?
Am I here?
Yeah.
That was your grandma for being mean.
Yeah, that was probably her. Yeah.
That was probably her saying she needs to shut her mic off.
She would have done that.
See, that's karma.
Let me look and see where Fort Duffield was.
Oh.
I brought up my pictures from when I went over on. Fort Duffield is near Fort Knox, North Hardin County, Kentucky.
North Hardin County.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Not too far away.
What's the closest city or no?
I mean, like West Point, Kentucky.
Okay.
I knew it was something like that. I remember it had something to do with that.
West Point.
Yeah, West Point, Kentucky. Interesting place.
Yeah.
They got Bigfoot out there too.
Really? I did a hunt with Ken Gerard. That was crazy.
20 minutes from Waverly
Hills.
Ooh, we could do both at the same time.
No.
Ooh. There you go, Ren. You'll go screaming out of that one.
Right.
Just south of Louisville.
Nice.
Louisville.
Like, what's that? Penhurst?
Penhurst?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Ohio, right?
I want to do the old hospital on College Hill.
I've never heard of that one.
That one we interviewed. Did we interview it, or was it the other podcast I did? We interviewed the owner of it, and oh my goodness, it's out of this world weird.
Really?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anything's a possibility, right? As long as we get over this first hump.
Yeah, we get over this first hump, and like I said, everybody that wants to donate and help with this campaign, we're giving credit where credit is due. Anybody that would like to donate, the link will be on this chat or be in the audio file for you to look, or you can just go anywhere on Facebook and look up Studio 6 Productions, and you'll find it in there.
And if you donate over $5,000, Jay will wash your car for you.
I will wash your car.
Right.
Todd will wash. Chris will wash your car for you.
In a thong.
Yeah.
Oh.
100%.
Oh.
Can I find some $5,000?
Oh my gosh. Now I think we're getting into some dangerous areas.
I won't be in a thong. Yeah.
Donate are more than welcome to come join us on set as well. Don't forget.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Anybody that wants to donate, I would say anybody that donates over $1,000, you're welcome to come on the set.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know there'll probably be a lot of people, but we're
going to do a lot of episodes.
We will give you your own personal tour.
Right.
And then you can sit down after shoot with us when we drink our bourbon.
Yeah. When you guys drink your bourbon. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
We're just going to give you a milk.
I don't drink at all.
You don't drink at all?
Hey, I ain't proud. I like my bourbon.
So bad.
This is the first time I've met Chris, so
Yeah.
Right on.
We're doing that little dance of get to know each other.
Right.
Jay, on the other hand, I did that earlier. I did that earlier in the year.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in this field, Kelly?
Huh?
What's that?
How long have you been in this field doing?
Since 2010.
Yeah.
Yep. I went on my daughter wanted to go on a ghost hunt for her 18th birthday. So we went on a hunt with Amy Grant from Ghost Hunters and Amy Bruni from Ghost Hunters. And we did the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma, California. And she was hooked. I was hooked. She got touched and she decided to try it one more time. And the second time that we went with some POD that faked evidence and it was really bad. So I kind of questioned whether I was going to do it again, found a team that was okay to work with. And then I just started my own team and I'm now a team of 13.
My ex-wife was touched several times.
Well,
sorry. No, that's good. Always up in you.
I'm sure that it was encouraged.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but I've been doing history. I fell in love with the Oregon Trail in 72. So when we came across from Iowa to Oregon, and then when I moved from Oregon to Tennessee, I did the Oregon Trail in reverse. I called it the Tennessee Trail.
Right. Nice. But you've always had a sixth sense, right? You could always.
Oh, yeah. I could tell you he was on the phone before anybody picked it up. That was one thing that was very clear for me the entire time that I was growing up.
Yeah.
But I never knew that what I had was extra sensory perception. Never knew.
Yeah, I feel like that. I'll get a bad feeling. I guess everyone gets that, right? Just something, get a bad feeling every now and then. You're like, it's happened. Right.
It's like your intuition.
I have the dragon. One of my guides is, I just call it the dragon, and the dragon will flare when I'm around something that is really bad. And I've gotten to the point of where it won't growl any longer and make me into a real bitch, but it's sitting there going, "You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this." And I get pretty angry.
Like what?
And
The-
it's just, I have to push that person away. I have this it's a controllable urge, but I have to push the person away from me, and I have to leave. I'm done. Nope. We're not going there.
Is it something?
And
Is it something they're saying that's aggravating you, or is it?
I don't know what it is. I don't.
It's like an energy.
It's like an energy. Yeah, you feel the
If
energy.
it doesn't vibe with yours, yep, you have to
Dragon
back away and
comes
be like,
out.
nope,
Mhm.
nope.
Dragon comes out and says, "I'm done."
That's a hell of an asset, actually.
It is an asset.
When I
It's a great
listen to
asset.
it.
No,
Right.
what I'm saying is, if we get somewhere and
Yeah, I'll say, "Nope, we're not doing this."
yeah, starts going.
And I have to start listening to it. I really do, because it's been dead on every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every time it comes up, every time it boils up, it's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to start listening to it.
And that may happen before you have patients, just while you're doing the research, and you can be sitting digging in.
Well, and another good thing about Kelly is the fact that she's very gifted, and especially in research for like ancestral lines and things like that.
Oh, that's always fun.
Because she's had ancestral lines contact her. She would.
What?
Yes.
When I'm doing ancestry is when their relatives come through to me and they say, "No, that's not me." "Oh, that's me."
What?
And they'll show me their life, they'll show me their house, they'll show me their ground, they'll show me their kids, and it's like, "No, that's not me."
Right.
And there was one guy that I did a line for, and one of his ancestors was like, "Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me." And he was annoying. And finally I said, "Fine." So I went over to his branch of the tree, found his naturalization records, and started reading through. And I'm like, "Why is the date of April 14th, 1912 familiar?" And I'm like, "Why? Oh, the Titanic sunk that day. No ships came into port that day. The guy didn't arrive in America on that day. He was in the United States illegally." And when I figured that out, he's just laughing his head off, fading off into the distance.
Wow.
Yep.
He thought he was so proud of himself. He did that, and he was just, and the family knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
I brought that up to the family. They're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's all falsified. Every single document on here is falsified."
That's great.
Yeah, but it was back then when nobody could check it out.
That's awesome. My brother did a line check on our family. Traced us back to Scandinavian roots, and
I knew that from you.
all the way back to Eric.
Yeah, I'm back to the 1500s on my father's side of the family, and depending on the line I take, I'm related to William the Bruce.
Wow. That's what did you say? You got that from me?
I see it in you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Scandinavian.
Oh yeah. I see, absolutely, you are hands down Scandinavian. If you were not, it was going to shock me.
Wow.
I just get vibes from people. It's like,
yep.
Do you have?
See, that's what we do. That's how we connect with everybody. You know, I mean, we may not have a plethora. We may not have a plethora amount of friends, but we connect with the people.
I have a few. I have a few.
We connect with people we're supposed to connect with.
I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah, so do I.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Right.
Not many. Not many.
So she was talking about her line goes all the way back to the 15th century. And is possibly related to
William the Bruce.
William the Bruce. Okay.
William the Bruce.
Okay. My side, on my dad's side, or my dad's side of my grandmother, her side, I traced her all the way back to the 1500s. I had a relative that guarded the king at the time, which was King James, the same person that wrote King James Bible.
Wow.
And that was from the Anderson clan that we derived from. there's so many different offshoots. It's to track that back.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is insane. I love doing Ancestry. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh yeah, you were gonna do that. You were gonna do that.
Yeah, you were gonna give me editorships to see.
Oh yeah. I gotta.
You gotta give me editorship,
and
I can go in and do it. Yep. And then I'll play around with your line for a while.
Okay.
Let's make a deal real quick.
What deal are we gonna make?
Let's we all have friends. We've said that, but when we do this project, let's make a deal to keep our clique.
Oh yeah.
Rather than 100 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I are gonna have to talk. You and I are gonna have to talk. Yeah, I made that deal. My last relationship, we sat down before we committed to it. Right. And I said, look, no matter what happens, we're still friends. Yeah. If there's something that is bothering you and you want to end it, or there's something that's bothering me and I want to end it, we're going to come to each other and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it like adults.
Right.
This is going to be an adult relationship, and the three of us are just going to treat it like we're adults. It's not going to be this game playing BS that frustrates me to no end.
No drama.
No drama.
It's a business relationship. That's what it is.
Well, no, it's more than
friendship,
that.
But I mean, it's the premises is a business relationship.
It's an adult relationship.
Right. But we're doing this on a professional level.
And he adulted. No, I adulted on him. I said I'm done. But
yeah,
that's it here and there. I'm
because she's a weirdo, and we know that she's a weirdo. So
hey, weirdo, awesome.
Just a free little spirit.
Yeah. Right.
Oh well.
Okay, so let's end this, and then we're
gonna end it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, want to thank everybody for tuning in, and everybody that's going to be tuning in on this episode.
What? I'm not the boss. I am the boss.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah, you're not the boss of me.
Talk about being an adult.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're not the boss of me.
All right. Well, out with y'all.
All right. That was fun.
So I want to thank everybody again, and I want to thank Chris. I want to thank Kelly, and like I said, people who'll be listening to this on audio, please, if you know somebody or you have some drive to want to participate in this campaign or to help out in this campaign, please do so by going to a couple of links that I've provided. You can find us at Studio 6 Productions on Facebook, or you can find us on Twitter, Studio 6 Productions. I am on Threads. I'm everywhere. So just look up Studio 6 Productions and you'll find the links. Having said that,
what's this group called? Are we anything yet?
No, this is the Cemetery Files. I mean, this is basically, this is what we're doing it off of. We're like an offshoot. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, got it.
So having said that, thank you everybody, and we'll chat at you again. We'll probably have another fundraiser sometime soon, hopefully, unless we have somebody that just wants to donate.
And then we're done, and we're going off on adventure.
Then we're going off on
adventure.
Yeah,
adventure.
All right.
It'll
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks.